Wow. Value systems makeover. Good afternoon, friends. We're here again today for another 30 days all through December. I'm going to be coming up to share some very vital nuggets that will help you and I to transform our values as we transit into the year 2018. I've got a motivation and an inspiration to lead this, what I call a move. And it's the 1st of December 2018. Sorry, 17. Don't mind me. I'm in a hurry. I can't wait to greet everybody Happy New Year. And so I'm calling on 9,999 fellow Africans together with myself, making a team of at least 10,000 people who would like to transform their values, transform their mindsets, transform everything about their lives as we go into 2018. The race into 2018 starts today. It started many months back, but obviously today being the 1st of December is a very critical and very special day of the year. And so we've got 31 different values that can change any man's life. 31 different values. And so on a day-by-day basis, I'll be coming here for a couple of minutes, 15-20 minutes, to review and discuss these values with us and inspire and motivate us to commit to adopting these values. Everything that you will become on earth is influenced and determined by how you think. How you think. And your thought is a component of your value system. Your mindset is a very major component of your value system. It controls everything about your life. It controls the kind of environment you live in. It controls the choices you make. It controls the decisions you make. It controls the jobs you do. It controls the friends you choose. It controls virtually everything about your life and my life. And in transiting into a new year, a lot of us have had so many experiences in the year 2017. A lot of good and pleasant, sometimes some bad experiences as well. We've all had those encounters. And so I have decided to set the ball rolling by choosing the value of gratitude and thankfulness. Gratitude and thankfulness. So we've got that. I have arranged this in a series. There's going to be 31 different values. So gratitude and thankfulness, even though these two words are a little bit different, but they are related. And so it is a value that you must adopt as you go into the year 2017. I want us to commit to show gratitude first and foremost to God, and then to everyone that will help you from today in any way. Everyone that will help you in any way from today. I want us to commit to showing them gratitude, to being grateful to them. And how do you feel when you do something very good to someone and they refuse to show you gratitude? I've felt very bad many times when I help people or I do something and I don't get a response, a corresponding response. Oh, thank you for doing this for me. Oh, thank you. And we are human beings. So if we feel that way, how do you think God feels? And so I want to make this very practical, and I'm not going to make it too religious. I will put some flair of spirituality in it, but obviously I'm going to make it very practical. Gratitude and thankfulness. Gratitude and thankfulness. And I want you to think through this year from January to November. Has someone ever done something good for you? All through this year, I have been helped by people. In the past 11-12 months, I have been helped. Someone has helped me. Someone has done something that I like. And I feel led that I should inspire you to Think through the entire 11 months of 2017. As someone helped you, did you show gratitude to that person? Did you say thank you? Or did you say, if you had not done it, somebody else would have done it? That is what many of us will say. I've said that myself as well, but I've repented. If that person did not do it, yes, somebody else could have done it, but that person did it anyway. God chose that person to do it. And so we must show gratitude. Gratitude. I want to ask us some series of questions. Did you send any text message to anyone this year showing gratitude to them? Did you send WhatsApp message, Facebook message? Now we live in a world where it is very, 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 very easy to communicate. Communication has been made seamless. It has been made seamless in this present generation. Now go are the days when you have to write a letter and post it, and it's going to take 3 weeks or 2 weeks to get to your destination. Now it does not cost us anything to show gratitude to people. Now let me deviate a little bit into the spiritual part of it, because I'm a Christian, I'm a pastor, and I believe many of my audience, they are Christians. Even if you're not a Christian, you can learn from this. Ingratitude is part of the signs of the end time. Ingratitude. The Bible makes it clear that in the last days, men will not show gratitude. So when you do things for people and they trivialize it and they tell you, what have you done? Now there is something deeper that is working on them. It is the spirit of the end time. It makes people not to show gratitude. People just do not want to be thankful for what you have done for them. And if you feel bad when people don't show gratitude to you, how much more do you think God will feel? When God has preserved our lives and has done amazing things for us this year. Now I'm going to be telling you some of the things, some of the people that you should show gratitude to. And you should be thankful to from now on, going forward. From now on until the end of 2018. So let's take it year by year. Do you appreciate your parents, your dad and your mom? Do you have a parent? For some of us who don't have parents, maybe there are some people in your life that are parents. They are standing like a father figure in your life. Show them gratitude. Send them a gift during this festive season. Send them a message. Send them a text. Call someone that is close to them to help you thank them for what they have done. I am a parent and I know the cost and the price I pay to raise my children. It is a very, 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 very difficult task to do. So myself and my wife, we know what the cost we have paid. Anybody who is listening to me who is a parent, we know it is a very difficult thing to raise children. Someone said jokingly, he said, raising children is like raising a dead man. So raising children is like raising a dead man. And so you must appreciate your mom and your dad. You must appreciate your parents or anyone who is like a father figure or a mother figure in your life. You must appreciate your friends. Good friends are very scarce. We live in a generation where we have plenty of people, plenty of friends, but the good ones there are very few. There are few people that you can turn your back and go and they will not stab you at your back. We are living in a generation where honest, credible friendship is becoming scarce. You can hardly trust anyone now. So for the few friends you have, for those 2, 3, 4, 5 people you have related with this year, why don't you show gratitude? Buy a greeting card. Send them a small gift. Send them a WhatsApp message. I appreciate you this year. And let's imbibe that attitude and transport it into 2018. I want us to soak the entire 2018 in the spirit of gratitude and thankfulness. If you've got employers, you're an employer of labor, why don't you appreciate your employees, your staffs? If those staffs are not there, you cannot do that business alone. If those guys that are laboring for you, if they are not there, you cannot do that. If you are a pastor, you have a church, you have people working in the church, serving, cleaning. If they are not there, you can't do it by yourself. So show gratitude, be grateful. It is a sign of pride not to show gratitude to people. Nobody is an island. Nobody can be everything alone. You need people. You need people. Think of a football team, 11 players aside. No matter how good Lionel Messi is, can Lionel Messi take the ball from the box 18 of his own side and dribble everybody and dribble all the 11 opponents of the other side? Before he gets to the third person, they would have brought him down. That is to say that you cannot become your best alone. You need people. So all the friends that are around you, appreciate them. Appreciate your business partner. Show them gratitude. Show your customers gratitude. Show your pastor gratitude. Parents, show your children gratitude. Be grateful. There are some people that they are at the very top. They are big. They are rich. But their source of sorrow are their children. Have you read stories of people who are very rich and they have a child that is a drug addict? I've had stories of people like that. They have all the money in this world, but the number one problem they are facing is that imbecile, that boy that is sick, that boy that is a moron. They have all the money to send him to Oxford or to Yale or to Harvard, but the boy is a moron. But you don't have such children. You have children that are energetic, that are strong. One day I was talking to one of my sisters back home in Africa, and she overheard my son and I having a conversation, and I was screaming at my son that he should sit down, he should stop running around. And that my sister said, let him run around. You better thank God that you have someone that can run around, very energetic. I visited a young man in the hospital about 2-3 years ago. He was like a vegetable. Brilliant graduate, like a vegetable. He could not breathe. Sorry, he could not breathe by himself. They were using a kind of a mechanism to force him to breathe. They were force feeding him. He couldn't stand up. He couldn't go to the restroom. And I looked at him. I said, this could have been me or any other person. What could I have done? And so that guy was in that position because he was a worse sinner than me. It could have been anybody. So be thankful for your children, that you have healthy children. Even if your children are not healthy, give thanks to God for them. Give thanks to God for them. Give thanks for your children. And for people who are listening to me now, I know this is going to be very funny. You live in any city, in any society, in any country, be grateful and show gratitude to God for your leaders, your political leaders. Now, in many African countries, particularly in places like Nigeria, I know there are very few reasons why people can actually be motivated to be appreciative of their leaders. There are so many bad leaders in so many parts of Africa. Well, there are very, very, very bad leaders, but there are 1 or 2, 3 good ones among them. So let's be grateful. And one problem that Africans generally have is that Africans don't celebrate their best when they are alive. I'm an African too. And so when the man dies or something happens to the man or the woman, then we roll out the drums and we begin to celebrate. Oh, the best president we never had. Oh, the best this, oh, the best that. While the man is alive, we don't celebrate them. So Africans have a culture of use and dump. Use and dump. We don't celebrate our best. We don't celebrate our best. We have a culture of use and dump. Use and dump, pick the next person, use and dump, pick the next person, use and dump. And that doesn't make people to go far. So I want to provoke and inspire us this afternoon that we should be grateful to God for the good leaders. In fact, sometimes the bad leaders teach us some lessons. Because sometimes when you have very good leaders in all spheres of society, you take things for granted. But when you have bad leaders, you behave and you are able to learn from the mistakes you've made to have elected them. And the next time when you're supposed to cast your vote, you cast your vote for the right people. Now, let me tell you some of the crises and problems that people face in life. And many people are facing this crisis all over the world. So if you are not facing any of these crises, show gratitude and be thankful. And be thankful. Where you are today is the dream of millions of people. No matter how bad things are, no matter how tight things are, where you are today is the dream of millions of people. No matter how bad things are. Now, we just got a message and a video of thousands of Africans that are being traded in a kind of a slave trade system in Libya. Now, what about it? What if it was you or me? What would you have done? Those guys are no worse sinners than you and I. And they are being traded like cows and goats and dogs. Some of them are being killed and they are putting prices on them. This is $300. This is $500. The same Jesus died for all of them. For some of you listening to me who are Christians, the same God that you profess is the same God many of them profess. But they are now entangled in the slave trade of Libya. So you are not there. Things are not going on fine for you. You are not getting good jobs where you are. The salaries you are being paid is not good, but at least you have a job. At least you are going somewhere in the morning, come back in the evening. Those guys that are locked up in the slave trade environment of Libya, they will be praying and will be cursing, if possible, to find their way out of those trenches. There are many people who give birth to children and the children are stillbirth. The woman carried the baby for 9 months and is coming to the point of delivery and is bringing forth a stillbirth. Now, if you have given birth to a child, I am a man, I don't give birth to children, but I've been with my wife all the time she gave birth to children. And so I know what it is, the risk, the pressure, the pain that women go through in bringing forth children to the world. So if God has helped you, you have given birth to at least one child, be grateful to God. Oh, don't complain. Oh, my friend has 5 children. Oh, my sister has 4 children. I only have 1. But you have 1. What if you don't have any? What would you have done? I know people whose wombs have been removed. I know people who were raped. I know people who were killed and murdered before they even get to the age of having children. If it were you or I, what would we have done? There are people who have been massacred in different parts of the world. In the US, a number of hurricanes happened this year. Many people were killed. In Japan, in China, in Cuba, different parts of the world. Earthquakes upon earthquakes. Thousands of people were buried alive in Asia in the last few months due to earthquake. It could have been you and I. What if you had been born a Chinese or a Japanese? Did you have any input? Were you there when God was deciding where you were going? Did you give God any input into the choice of the country He was going to send it to? We just woke up and found ourselves in our countries. You just woke up and found yourself as a Ghanaian, as an American, as a Nigerian, as a Chinese. We have no choice. We have no input. So be grateful. Be grateful as we transit into 2018. Gratitude and thankfulness must be your watchword. Every day of your life, thank God for the big things, thank God for the small things. And don't just thank God alone, thank the people around you that have helped you. No man is an island. What if you have been born a North Korean and you are living in North Korea? What would you have done? Do you know what people in North Korea are going through? You cannot even go to church there. They cannot even find a Bible in your hand if you are a Christian. It is the most repressive country in the whole world. Many people are killed. Many people are fed to lions. They do all kinds of terrible things. All kinds of terrible things. What if you and I had been born a North Korean? What would you have done? Be grateful and be thankful. It is a value system. Now it cuts across different religious divides. Regardless of your religion, gratitude and thankfulness is always a very important tenet of most religion. What if you had been born a Syrian? What if you had been involved in a plane crash this year? Had been in a plane that was that had fault right in the middle of the air. You don't want to wish your enemy that experience. When you are at a point you are thinking, oh my children, oh my wife, oh the ministry, oh the church, and if anything happens in the middle of the air, you are gone. And the pilot was trying to work on our emotion. Oh, there is no problem, everything is fine, but everything was not fine until we got to where we were about to land and we found ambulances there. They were preparing for a crash. And the memory is still very fresh in my head, in my mind. And so you have boarded planes from point to point this year. Probably you haven't boarded planes. You've had uncles, you have sisters, you've had parents, you've had friends who have boarded planes from point to point. And some of them are so important to you. If something had touched them, it would have touched you too. If they had gone through sorrow, you would have gone through sorrow too. Because sometimes when the enemy wants to attack you and he cannot get you, he gets someone close to you that will touch you. And so all through this year, we are beginning this value system change agenda from the point of thanksgiving and gratitude. And I want to encourage you to hold this thing until you run through the entire 2018. Now, let me tell you something. There is a little research that was done by a man. The name of the man is called Skip Richard. Skip Richard. And he identified about 15 different problems that anybody can experience who doesn't show gratitude. Now, this is not spiritual now. This is scientifically proven consequences. Scientifically proven consequences of not being thankful, of living a life that is devoid of thankfulness. Now, when you are grateful, when you are thankful, medically it reduces depression. Oh, you want to know how many cases of depression we have all over the world? It is worse in many countries in Africa because they don't detect it on time. Because probably many people, because of the kind of life they're living, they don't have funds and finances and money to go to a doctor. But in the foreign country, in the Western country, the cases of depression, they detect them quite much early. People can go to the hospital sometimes in an environment where they have free medicals. It's very easy to quickly detect things. I mean, you're not demotivated because of the cost of going to the clinic. So depression is a killer disease. It affects every area of your life. But when you are grateful and you are thankful, medically, the risks and chances of depression are removed from your life. Now, when people are grateful and they are thankful, research has shown that they always qualify for promotions at work. And listen to that. Promotions at work. I thought promotion is driven by performance alone. No. When you are very, very happy and very cheerful and you show gratitude and thankfulness to your bosses, to people at work, it adds to your profile and it can actually boost your career. Thankfulness and gratitude improves self-esteem. It improves self-esteem. It increases our energy. It helps us to develop a strong immune system. I'm not a medical doctor, but doctors have told us that when people are depressed and they are sad all the time, it affects their immune system. And when your immune system breaks down, it opens the door to sicknesses and diseases. It opens the door to sicknesses and diseases. See, everybody has an inbuilt immune system. This immune system fights disease and sicknesses. And when they break down, when this system breaks down, sickness and diseases come into the body and they wreak havoc on the body. Thankfulness and gratitude increase sleep quality. You can sleep very well when you are thankful. I mean, haven't you observed that in times when you go to bed and you are sorrowful and you are depressed, you struggle to sleep. Everybody has slept at 10 o'clock, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you are still thinking, you are still brooding. I am not saying that there are no legitimate reasons for us to be sad. Everybody goes through different challenges in life, but you will intentionally decide and choose to be grateful and to be thankful. You force it. You have to do it. You have the energy and the power to do it. You do it intentionally. If you are looking for circumstances around you to determine when you will be happy, there are plenty of bad news in society. Just go on CNN now, on BBC or wherever, on Facebook. Plenty of bad news. Plenty of stories that will make you sad. So you have to choose. You've got to choose that I am not going to be sad. You make up your mind that I am not going to be sad. I will not allow the circumstances in my environment to determine my state of joy. I will show gratitude and I will be grateful. When you are grateful and you show gratitude, you have deeper friendships. When somebody says thank you to you, how do you feel? You feel loved. You feel important. Oh, she appreciates what I did for her. When someone does not show gratitude, how do you feel? You feel as if you have been cheated. So when you begin to show gratitude to people and you say thank you to people, these things look very small, but you don't know the kind of healing that goes on in the mindset of people. When you say thank you to people or people say thank you to you, you don't know what those things do to your system, to your psyche, to your mindset, and to your overall value system as a human being. Being thankful and showing gratitude improves productivity. It improves job performance. Now, when you are going to work on Monday morning and you are sad and depressed, it will affect what you are doing. Now, haven't you gone into stores where you are meeting a customer service agent or a teller in a bank and the person is very sad, it rubs off on their work. It rubs off. Your emotions rub off on your work. If you are a grateful person, a personality that shows gratitude and thankfulness, it rubs off on your work. Even though you are going through stuffs, but you separate your emotion from what people are seeing on the outside. And so if you pick a phone now and you call, I live in a country where if you've got an issue with your phone, like most other countries anyway, and you call the company, they transfer you to a customer service agent. Sometimes some of them are very rude on the phone. Many times the reason why they are rude is because they are going through stuff. Many of them are not happy with their job. Many of them have problems in their marriage, and so they transfer those things. We call it transferred aggression. They transfer those things on the customers. And so most companies now, they have a kind of a survey. At the end of every contact with a teller or whatever, they will tell you, fill a survey. Are you happy with the performance of the teller? And so we just rate the teller. Oh, very poor, average, whatever. And so they collect those results and use them in their training and development, in the training of those staffs to get them better. But when you show gratitude to people, it affects your relationships. People appreciate you more. You have deeper friendships. You have deeper relationships. Obviously, you qualify for more from them. You qualify for more assistance from them. You become more likable. People like you more. Maybe because the reason why people are not liking you, you are feeling like people don't like you. A feeling of low self-esteem. Maybe you have not been grateful to people that have helped you. You trivialize what people do for you. What has he done that no other person can do? What has she done? Is it not $50 she gave me? Someone sent $10 to you from America. Show gratitude to that person. Whether that person is a millionaire or not, show gratitude to that person. Be grateful. Because you don't know what will happen next time you call that person to help you. There are many times people test you and they give you something very small to check your spirit, to test your value system. And when you begin to look at those, what has he given to me? What has he given to me? Is he not a millionaire? I asked him to pay my tuition fee. He didn't pay my tuition fee. He just bought a shoe for me. What has he done? Every human being by nature is selfish. Normally. I am selfish, you are selfish. Without Christ, if you are not a Christian, if you are listening to me and you are not a Christian, you will learn from this. If you are a Christian and you are listening to me, every man by nature is selfish. It is the Spirit of God that actually kills that selfishness when we turn to Christ. But I'm making this very practical now. I don't want to go into the religious part of it. I want us to know that every man, whether you are a Buddha or a Muslim or a Christian, everybody has ability to show morals, good morals. Let me tell you something. Many years back, a very big pastor in an African country, I won't mention the name of the country because I don't want people to be guessing, was traveling to England and he had to pass through the immigration. So, because he had been traveling for many years, so he had used up his passports. So, you know, when you travel frequently, you have your first passport, you join into the second passport, and so the passport was big. So the picture that he used the first time he got those passports, he looked quite young, very much younger, than he now looked. So when the immigration officer, who was a British young man, looked into the passport, he looked at the man's face, looked into the passport, and he queried the man, big man of God. He said, "You are not the one in this passport." The man of God just smiled. He said, "Of course I'm the one. I cannot be lying. I'm a man of God. I'm a pastor. I cannot be lying." Now, look at something there. And guess what that young man told the pastor? He said, "So you mean you will lie if you're not a man of God? So you mean you will lie if you're not a man of God? You should not lie. You should not lie, whether you're a pastor or not. You should not." This guy was not a Christian, was not even born again, was not a Christian. And the man of God, big man of God, he was so shocked. So what does that mean? In their environments, in the West, in the US, in Britain, in Canada, in Australia, telling lies has nothing to do with whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim. In fact, if they find you in that condition, they can impeach you. If you are a political leader that you have told lie, they will not ask you, are you a Christian or are you a pastor? So value systems are very critical. And one of such value systems is the value of gratitude and thankfulness. Gratitude and thankfulness. When you are grateful, the chances of reaching your goals faster, the chances are very high. The chances are very high because you would have been thankful to people along the way who will help you eventually. When you are thankful and grateful, it increases feelings of happiness and well-being. When you are thankful and grateful, it reduces negative emotions such as envy, hatred, and anger. When you are thankful and grateful, it increases positive emotions such as love and empathy. When you are thankful and grateful, it reduces negative emotions such as envy, hatred, and anger. So I am calling on at least 10,000 Africans. 10,000 Africans. Now, I'm one of them now. So I'm looking for 9,999 people who will commit to be thankful and grateful all through this year until we hit 2018 and all through 2018. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Thankfulness and gratitude. Thankfulness and gratitude. Think about someone who has helped you this year. Just think through it. Think about it. Have you sent a text to say thank you to him? Have you said, oh, I appreciate you? Husbands and wives. As a wife, do you appreciate the gesture of your husband? The good things your husbands do, your husband does. Or you will say, oh, he's not my husband. If he doesn't do it, who else will do it? As a man, as a husband, do you appreciate the little thing your wife does? I'm going to be talking about spousal abuse as part of the value system we must work on as we go into 2018. If you are lucky to have married a very good man, be thankful and grateful to God and to him. If you are lucky to have married a very good wife, be thankful to God and grateful to God and then unto her. If you have met people who have married bad men and bad women, you will appreciate the one you have. If you have met people who have married bad men and bad women, you will appreciate the one you are. I'm a pastor, and so I counsel people, and I know what my ears have heard. And where did this man meet this woman? Where did this woman meet this man? And the life of the man is at the brink of total disintegration because of the wife. And the life of the wife is at the brink of total disintegration because of the man. So if you have a man that comes home after work, be grateful to him. Not all men come home after work. If you are married to a woman that cooks your food and cooks your meal, not every woman cooks meal. Some of them will go to Nando's or Burger King's and buy the dinner and the lunch for their husbands. And the man will be thinning out. He'll be thinning out, getting slimmer. No, that is not natural slimming now, exercise now. That is artificial slimming exercise induced by the wife. And so I'm encouraging us, and I'm rounding and stopping now. This is day one of the value system agenda. Agenda. Changing our value systems. And one of the pillar of sound and robust value system, it is connected to the spirit of contentment. In societies where people are contented, check their value system of gratitude and thankfulness. All the people that are earning small, mega salary and they are contented, they are not just contented. It is because they are naturally grateful people. They are grateful for small things, little things. And so when you are grateful for small things, it kills the desire for greed. It kills the desire for covetousness. So the reason why we have the preponderance of corruption in many African countries is because we have an avalanche of ungrateful leaders, unthankful leaders. So when they see a position of leadership, they grab it, they see it as an opportunity to enrich their pocket, and they grab it. But if you are working and you have been employed in a place and you have been paid $2,000 and you can pay your bills, you can eat very well, you can take care of your bill averagely, while looking forward to growing higher, if you are a grateful and thankful person, corruption will not attract you. Not everybody who is not stealing is a Christian. There are many people who are not Christians and are not stealing. Because value system cuts across religious divides. Morals are taught in schools. My children come home and tell me that my teacher told me in class that lying is bad. And the teacher is not a Christian. Many of the things that we teach them at home in the scriptures, their teachers who are not Christians teach them the same thing. The same thing the Bible is saying, the same thing your teacher is saying. So we see the kind of overlapping relationship between the secular morals and biblical principles. The value system of being grateful, when you are grateful and thankful, it will go a long way in killing corruption, in killing covetousness and greed in you. So it has a ripple effect. It affects your home, affects your work, affects your business, because you are grateful, you are thankful. The little things that come to your desk and table, you are grateful. I'm not saying you are on the same spot, you are not dreaming to be bigger, but you are grateful. You are thankful. Thankful to God and thankful to everyone that has contributed into your life for that thing. Thank you very much. And I want us to spread the word and help me share this link today. Please help me share this link. Help me forward this link for the benefit of those who are not online. I'm going to keep it short, 20, 30 minutes every day. Sometimes maybe shorter, sometimes 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And then we have 31 different values. If you know the contents of this 31 days agenda, we're going to talk about abuse in marriages, talk about corruption, talk about greed, talk about manipulation in church. We're going to talk about all the things, all the different strands of values that affect Africans. We're going to talk about leadership, talk about coming to work late, talk about saying sorry to people. We're going to talk about apologizing, apology, a lot of issues for 31 days. Today is the kickoff date, and so we are setting the stage on the platform of gratitude and thanksgiving. And I want to encourage you to keep thinking about this and to teach your children, teach your friends. Say one word to a friend close to you: be grateful, be thankful, be grateful, be thankful, be grateful, be thankful. And as we transit into 2018, I want us to launch into that year with the spirit and the mindset of gratitude and thankfulness. God bless you so much. Thank you for joining me this first edition. Tomorrow is going to be great. We're going to look at a very practical value issue among Africans. And we are going to encourage ourselves and speak about it. And I'm going to challenge you with a number of stories, probably my own personal experience. And if I have any question from anyone, you can type and I may want to answer them as much as I can. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. New York and Toronto time, and 7 p.m. UK and West African time. Value system makeover. 31 values. Today we have looked into the first value. And going forward from tomorrow until the 31st of December, we shall be examining 30 more values. If you imbibe all these 31 values, you'll be a completely different person in 2018. Life does not give you what you deserve. Life always gives what we demand. You will place an intentional demand on life that will give you what you want. And one of the areas that we are looking into is the issue of value system. God bless you so much. Please, I crave your indulgence. Help me share this link as many people as can. Please help me share it on your timeline so someone can learn and listen. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Have a great Friday as we await another edition tomorrow. Thank you so much.